All right, my name's Alex, and this is my new XLR 3016 toy hauler travel trailer. And we're just going through and we're doing a little insulating and repairing a few things from the factory. These things are made in Ohio, and I live in California. And to take these things to the dealership for some of these things would just be cost more in fuel than it's worth, and they're really simple fixes. Like, for example, on a water tank, so you have two fresh storage water tanks. One's up under this cover and the other one is there, and from the factory the front one there was leaking. These fittings are glued on and glued into your freshwater dump valve tank here, and that front one was leaking. You can see the glue pattern here. Well, it was leaking out right there, and this part was threaded into the tank. So what I had to do was just remove some of the insulation that they sprayed in there, get it cleaned out so I could access it, then just unthread it. And because they shipped it with a fitting on both ends, obviously we would like the valve to be right up against the tank, but that's not possible with this leaking like that. And if you're going to be out dry camping, you don't want your water supply to leak out. So we just unthreaded this out, cleaned the threads up, put just a little bit of thread sealer on it, and threaded it in upside down. Flip the valve over. Won't hurt anything. It still seals just fine. And that corrected our water leak issue. This is dry. There's no water leaking. As you can see, the valve on that one is close to the tank. And now the valve on this one is spaced away from the tank. In the future, I will build a new valve and re-glue everything and move it back up. But for now, this will work just fine. Now, other thing on these toy haulers, the insulation package is very, very minimal. So you can see here they have a moisture barrier here, and it feels like there's a little bit of insulation stuffed up on top of it. But the ramp where you load, there's just plywood here with a moisture vapor barrier here. And so what we're doing is we're just coming in here with some foil foam insulation, and we're using some contact adhesive, and we're going to layer this up here just a little bit, thicken it up a little bit, just to try to insulate this area a little bit better. And it's working out pretty good. As you can see, we've got the rear ramp here insulated up fairly well. Still got to do this one section. And then once we do that, we'll see about maybe go ahead and running some more foil insulation up under here. There's just enough room on this cross member here to possibly slip it up under there. So it's coming along. It's just some of these things you have to do on your new trailer. I'll show you some inside stuff that I had to do too, rather than take it back to a dealership and fix. I'll just show you what I did. Coming up next. Thanks. This is Alex, out.